Okay, so this is not a sponsored video, and I just wanted to use my F450 as a cool backdrop because I love my truck. But I went to Walmart, and I was actually there with my father because he had a ball for his dog that got chewed through, at least it got a small hole in it, and he was looking for some Fix-A-Flat to see if it would actually work, even though I advised him that's probably not the best thing to put inside of a ball that a dog could potentially chew on. But it's this big giant ball. I think I talked him out of it. But while we were there, I saw this stuff. Now, this is entirely different than anything else I've ever seen when it comes to a tire sealant, an emergency tire sealant. And I was looking at just the overall look of it at first, and I didn't really know what I was looking at until I read the directions and I saw how this works. And if this works, this is pretty darn game-changing for emergency tire repair. So let's take a closer look at this. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is from Slime, and this is called Rescue Emergency Tire Sealant. It's for car or trailer, and it seals instantly, so you don't even need a bottle jack. Basically what you do here is you pass through by connecting your pump to this side, right here, and then the other side connects to your Schrader valve on your tire. And all you do is you turn your air compressor on, and it pumps the sealant into your tire through this pass-through system. Now, I went on Amazon to see if I could see if this product was available there, and they have it under a different brand for twice the price, 14 ounces. But again, this is something that to me is pretty revolutionary because it offers you a tremendous amount of flexibility when you're stranded on the side of the road with a small hole in your tire. Now, if you've completely blown out and delaminated your tire and it's torn apart, this isn't going to work, right? You're going to need a new tire. But if you have a nail in your tire, if you have just a small, pinhole leak that is causing issues, or maybe even several small leaks, this might work really well for you. And again, it's available at Walmart, and it's tire pressure sensor safe. So that is really cool. So this is something that I can't try on any of my vehicles right now because I don't have holes, and I'm not the type of YouTuber who's going to punch a hole in my tire just to see how well it works. But I do have this, which I believe I have tubed tires inside of here, and they're constantly going flat because we use this to move all sorts of stuff around the yard, and I get a lot of thorns inside of these tires, so they're always going flat on me, and I might actually still have like a thorn stuck in it. I don't think the sticker burrs are what caused it, but yes, definitely a issue that I've had is the fact that my dolly, which again we use all the time, is constantly suffering from flat tires. So I'm going to add air to one of the tires without this, and then I'm going to add air with this to the other tire to see how well it functions. So this thing is so low on air, it's even difficult to turn because the tire is so squishy right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tire, which has just a little bit of air left in it. I'm going to use my little Makita air compressor, and we're going to go ahead and add some air to this tire. And I believe the recommended air pressure is going to be 30 psi. So we'll go ahead and inflate this one to 30 psi. This is actually one of my favorite little portable air compressors. Okay. So we got 30 psi in this one, and we have probably nothing in this one, but we're going to connect this in real time to show you how it works. So peel off that little tag. Wondering if it says to shake this thing real quick. It says remove the cap from the bottle, connect it directly to the inflator. Alright, so we're going to remove that. I'm going to pull this piece out, but it says to connect it to the inflator first, so that's what we're going to do. There we go. And we're going to connect this again. The tire is completely flat. Okay, now, again, same 30 psi. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Either the valve's not open. So I can hear it pushing in, but it's actually hitting the 30 psi really quickly right here. So you got to stop every couple of seconds, I think. Does it say to hold this upside down or something? It doesn't, but this is getting lighter, so obviously it's pushing it in there. This is me stopping intentionally just to see if I hear anything going on. Now, I can actually hear the tire leaking. Let's just go ahead and go to 30 and see what happens. Okay, so now we're at 30 psi. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this. Put the valve stem cap on. A little bit of mess because of the pressure that's inside of the container there. I'm going to roll it around a little bit. I could hear it. Yep, there it is. I don't know if you can see that. It's sealing up that hole. Now this one, again, also has an air leak in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this one down in pressure a little bit. Probably be able to push it in like that. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, there's a little bit left in there, so we'll see if it'll still work to do this tire as well. Okay. Threading it on is a little bit tricky, but now let's see if we can. Now let's see if we can use the rest of this in here. Alright, so I'm going to, there's going to be pressure in here regardless. So if I take this off, it's going to spray that way, I think. Yep, there you go. And then there's still some pressure on the other side. So it seems like there's a small check valve in here to prevent the pressure from just coming completely out. Put that on here. Put that on here. And then we'll roll around here a little bit and see if we can get the slime material kind of stirred up inside. So this one's not leaking anymore. You can see where it filled that hole. And this one, I don't see any coming out of any openings. Seemed to be the only major hole, and it was a pretty good sized hole, but it filled it. That is really, really freaking cool. And you know, at 30 psi, that's going to put these only like 6 psi shy of a tire in a vehicle. Now, you will have to drive the vehicle around once you put this in, and I think it's going to stay in a liquid form for a while, because the whole point is that it kind of rolls around inside of your tire and it finds any of those areas where pressure's escaping and it plugs them. And you can see it did a pretty dang good job right here, and that tire is no longer leaking any air. And you can use it for all sorts of stuff, including a little aluminum dolly. But yeah, what do you guys think? That's pretty dang awesome. Got it at Walmart. I will put the link to the one that Amazon carries in the video, but you can, again, probably just go pick this up at your local Walmart. But drop a comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this product. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed the video. I don't think you can use this any more than maybe one time, because I don't really hear anything in here anymore. So I think I've pretty much used all of this up. So you really can only use this like once per tire is probably what I've seen. But that is pretty dang awesome. Again, very, very cool solution. I don't know if you guys knew it existed, but if you need it, if you can't make your way to a Walmart, or if you just prefer Amazon, well, you know, this is an option. But I am definitely going to pick up probably 4 of these things just so I can keep them in various vehicles as well as the RV. Anyways, guys, sure hope you enjoyed the video. If you've had to use this product before, drop a comment below about that as well. I'd love to know what your feedback is, and I'm sure other people would want to hear it as well. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.